In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with all of you the top 3 stocks to keep on your watch list for the month of April. We're also going to look at the overall market and discuss what to expect, along with doing some updates on some of the stocks that are mentioned in the last video. Alright, y'all, let's dive into the charts right off the bat. We got QQQ. We're gonna discuss the market first because it is important to know which way we're going to go before we dive into the top 3 stocks. Now, QQQ has been trading between 448 and 442. With this type of price action, again, what you want to do, like I told y'all before, is to take things day by day and to look for intraday opportunities, all right? Until QQQ gets out of this range and decides to make a solid decision with decent volume, we're going to chop in here. How long are we going to stay in that zone? I'm not too sure, all right? But you have to be very, very patient with the market and not try to guess. Just patiently wait. Have your alerts right here at 141, all right, and obviously have one at 448, at 449, and just watch it for intraday opportunities. All right, now we're going to look at the Dow Jones, and the Dow Jones, we're actually going to look at DIA, and this one, the break and retest is behaving well. All right, despite the fact that everything is so high, like the tech stocks are really high, despite that fact, the Dow Jones is behaving as it should. I drew that green circle right here last week with a price target of 402. I think we're going to get there tomorrow. Maybe even on Tuesday we might get there. Until it starts to change, until the trend starts to change, I'm not changing my opinion on the Dow Jones. So with that being said, keep your eyes on industrial stocks like Lowe's or Caterpillar or HD. As the Dow Jones continues to creep up, so will these stocks that I've mentioned will do as well. So definitely keep your eyes on that. Now, the first stock to keep on you guys' watch list for the month of April, that stock is, for the bulls, an industrial stock. That stock is CLF. All right. Now, I want to share CLF with you guys because of a few reasons. Number one, we got to look at the daily charts. The daily chart, the stock has been trading between $24 and $12 for the past year and a half. It had a huge boom right there. All right, but right now we're looking at this region. We're gonna zoom into here, and as you can see on the daily chart, there was an ascending triangle cooking on the charts, and the ascending triangle is a lot more clear on the weekly time frame, but it's right there. All right, the resistance level was at $21.50 since December of 2023, and it tested it again in March, and then last week it broke right through it on the 25th, and it held up, and now it's behaving really well. All right, here's the weekly chart, and this is an ascending triangle. These short sellers who are located right here, again, there are some short sellers located at 22.64. Their stop losses are going to get triggered as long as the Dow Jones continue to go even higher. All right, so watch this one for a big move. I don't know how fast it's going to get up there, but watch it for a big move all the way up to $26 by the end of the month. It might play games in between here, and also they're going to report earnings. They're still trying to decide which date that's gonna be. All right, it says right here the 22nd. Sometimes it could be a day after or a day before. There is an interrogation points right there at the bottom. So when they decide which date, it's going to actually fill in like this. All right, like what you see here on the left. But if this structure is as clean as it looks and it behaves really, really well, I wouldn't be surprised to see it go up to $26. So that's the first stock to keep on watch. Now, the next stock to keep on you guys' watch list, this one is for the bears. All right, and that stock is Walmart. And I want to share Walmart with y'all. Number one, because it had a huge uptrend for quite some time now. And right now it looks like it had a stock split, I believe. Walmart used to be around like 170. I think they had a 3-for-1 stock splits. And now the price went down to 61. Obviously, there is more shares, but the market cap is still the same. There is a structure on the 1 hour time frame right here. All right, there is a descending triangle on the chart, which broke down on Friday afternoon. Obviously, if this one doesn't follow the indices and it doesn't follow the Dow Jones, we can see Walmart drop all the way down to 59 bucks, maybe even 58.5 by the end of this week. I don't think it should take super long to do so. Now, one thing that the stock is not supposed to do after this type of breakdown, it's not supposed to get back in here. It's not supposed to get back above $60.40. It's supposed to stay at this price, open up tomorrow at around this price, maybe even have a little bit of a pump fake to test that line of resistance at $60.30 before rejecting and closing at 60 bucks, really low right here. And then the continuation down throughout the remainder of the week to $58.50. All right. Like I said, a move for the price to get back in here, this is not what it's supposed to do. If it does that, then this is a bear trap and it's not going to fall. All right. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind for this stock. All right. Now, the third and final stock that I want to share with all of you guys, this one is for the bulls, and that stock is Ford F. All right. Now, I want to share F with you guys for the month of April because of the 4-hour chart. There is, let me see. There is an ascending triangle on the chart right here. The ascending triangle is there. Resistance was at 13 bucks. If we actually zoom out to the weekly, it looks a lot better. Yeah. So this is what it's looking like on the weekly. It broke out strong. The volume, I would have liked it to be a lot more than 250 million for that week, but the structure is still there, and also the indices are positive. So watch this one for a move up to $14.50 by the end of the month, or by this earnings report. I think it's gonna get there before earnings is reported on the stock. Also, I couldn't help but notice, if you look on the left hand side right here, there is a gap to fill. So maybe earnings might be what the stock actually needs in order to really push it up there. All right, like I always say on this channel, holding anything through earnings is 150% gambling. All right, and the reaction to earnings doesn't always justify the structure. Meaning, you could see something really clean and really bullish, but the reaction can immediately drag the stock the other way and surprise everybody. All right, I've seen it happen before. I've shown you guys on this channel scenarios where that has occurred before. So just keep that in mind. All right, but with the way everything is looking right now, short sellers who are located here are panicking. Also, the short sellers from way back here from September right here are also panicking. So the next level of resistance, the true next level of resistance, is right up here where these wicks are. All right, and it's only a matter of time. I don't know how fast it's going to get there once again, but the structure is there and it's good enough for me to share in today's video. Now, in updates, for those of you who watched Wednesday night's video, congratulations on, I shared with you guys 2 stocks in that video. The first one was UPST, and that one did something that I told y'all it's not supposed to do. Again, I had an alert right here and I warned you guys, if it drops below it, then the structure is nullified and it's not gonna go up to 30 bucks. It's not supposed to drop back in here after a breakout. Clean structures don't do that. All right. Unfortunately for the stock, it popped up a little bit and then played a whole lot of games. Very sloppy price action and then got back in here, which again, not what I wanted to see, and it's exactly what I warned you guys about, the risks that it could actually pose. Now, the other stock that I shared with you guys was for shorts, and that one behaved really well. And congratulations to anybody who made money on Netflix. All right, so it broke down below the level of resistance and then flushed down on Thursday and provided a nice opportunity to make some money on put options with this stock. All right, now somebody asked me to look at Tesla, and with Tesla, this is what I got. The stock is playing games, right? It's looking like, as you can see, I have a bear flag drawn on the chart and I have my alert right at 172. There is an event happening tomorrow, or it should have happened already. The delivery numbers. They usually, Tesla announces their delivery numbers on the, I believe on the first Sunday at the beginning of every quarter. The first Sunday of the first month of every quarter. All right. It should be like the 1st or the 2nd of April, or maybe even next week. I don't know. But usually they report the delivery numbers. That might happen tomorrow and the stock might react from it. The stock has been struggling for a while, so I don't have high expectations for Tesla. Also, the gap at the bottom, again, like I said before, a lot of long-term investors are waiting, are eager to see that stock go down there to 150. All right, that would be a spot where a lot of people are going to go long. I will be looking at that for a long opportunity as well. But right now the stock is playing games, so patiently wait. Eventually they're going to announce their delivery numbers, and based off of that, we could see, and based off of that, again, if the reaction is negative and we break down below 170, 150 is next. So that's my honest thoughts on all of these stocks, and that is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button. As always, remember, I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday at exactly 10 p.m. Central. From Sunday to Thursday, yeah, at exactly 10 p.m. Central Time. So definitely click on that subscribe button and click on that notification bell. That way YouTube notifies you whenever I release these videos, right? If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community, we can get all of this information in real time as I see them. You can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Don't forget to follow me on social media at Paul Nguma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stocks with Webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in tomorrow night's video.